Hey there, Smyrna High School students. It's your principal, Mrs. Cook, checking in with you on Friday afternoon. I have a couple of important announcements I want to share with all of you today. First one is specifically for our 10th grade students. This coming Wednesday, March the 10th, we will have at Smyrna High School a testing session for the PSAT. This is a very important test for our 10th grade students, as the results of it can be used by you individually to see where your strengths and weaknesses are to help you prepare to take the SAT as juniors. And as I'm sure you're aware, the SAT is an important piece of your college admissions process. So again, this Wednesday, March the 10th, that is a Wednesday. We're not normally in the building on Wednesdays, but we will be on March the 10th, just for our 10th graders, for them to be able to take the PSAT. So if you are a student who is expected to be here on Wednesday, you have already received an email from your school counselor, Mrs. Moffitt. So if you haven't yet looked at your school email, please do so as soon as you get done listening to me, as there's a very important email in there from her that is individualized for each of you. It tells you the room you should report to that day. It tells you what you're expected to bring with you, as well as things that you can't bring with you. It tells you important notes, such as please make sure to eat a hearty breakfast, because we aren't able to serve breakfast here at the school, and you are not permitted to have snacks due to COVID regulations. So you want to make sure to eat a good breakfast before you come. And before you leave that day, we will be providing to you a bagged lunch to take home with you. But you do have to pre-order that lunch. And the email that you have from Mrs. Moffitt gives you the link to be able to pre-order that lunch if you want one that day. Another important note, which is a little different from our testing in the past, is that no students will be released from the building until the complete testing session is finished. So please do not have anyone come to pick you up early that day. All students will be released at the same time, and that'll be when the entire testing session is finished. And those times can be found, again, in that email from Mrs. Moffitt. We are estimating at approximately 12 o'clock, but that is an approximation. And we will have buses that day, so buses will bring you to and from if needed. You do not have to provide your own transportation unless you have already made those arrangements with Mrs. Moffitt. So again, if you haven't picked on the key thing here with PSATs, read your email. Find that email from Mrs. Moffitt, take a look. If you have any questions, use Monday and Tuesday to get in touch with us and let us know what those questions are so we can get them answered for you. The second thing I wanted to tell you about, and this is important for all of our students, is that we do have an extra time academic support program after school. We have always had that, but we've expanded it now this year to provide extra support for our students because we know it's a difficult year this year for you to keep up with your grades. So on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we offer both in-person and virtual sessions for 2 hours after school to provide extra help. And on Wednesdays, we provide that extra help virtually. The schedule for this extra help can be found on the Smyrna High School website. Right underneath of the pictures, there's a link that says click here for the extra time academic schedule. So please take a look at that. We post the new one each Friday for the upcoming week because we don't provide the service on Fridays, so that's a good time to put the new schedule up so that you can plan for the next week. And again, that's open to any students. We host it here in the cafeteria in person as well as virtual sessions, and it's an excellent way for you to get help with any missing assignments or any assignments that you just don't understand and you need some extra help with. That's what we're here for. So that's all I have for you this week. I hope that you've had a wonderful week. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. And as always, those of you that aren't coming to the building yet, I can't wait to be able to see you, that we can all be back together again. Those of you who are coming, I thank you for the amazing job that you're doing. I miss you, and I hope to see you all very soon.